I'm actually having a yawn there. What a lovely little visit under the palm trees here up on the Paradise Island. I don't know if it's called that, but we can call it Paradise Island. Why not? Up here on the little goat track that wends its way up to the lovely little lighthouse on top of the mountain. Not traditionally where you put a lighthouse, but think of it more as a lookout now, I guess, okay? That's how we're treating it. Look, I could probably... there are ways to put in like a stone one to make it probably look a little bit more like a lookout. We can play with that later. Look, just heads up, okay, couple of heads up things on this episode today. We are, like I said last time out, we are doing trains today, okay? We have the reverse mod in today, right? So the trains can only go in reverse out of a station. They can't just do a kick flip, 180 kick flip, half triple pike back turn with a somersault entry onto the platform, onto the station and drive off again. They have to reverse out. So we have to figure out either ways to turn them. Yep, just that's it. We have to figure out ways to turn them. The other thing I want to make mention to, if you're new to this series, we do a lot of decorating in this series. However, being early on, I know it looks like I have good money in the bank balance right now, and I do. It's going to be very easy to spend all of this plus more today when we do trains. Okay, it is only 1856 at the moment. I have got the years paused. We will kick them back off towards the end of the episode today, but so a couple of things you should know is I always do a lot of decorating. Okay, it's my jam. I love making things look a little bit more realistic than what the vanilla gives you. And we do track ride along. So if you're here just to see a track ride along, then in the section below, I always try and put the timestamps of the episode, so you'll always get like a post intro, maybe, and then maybe the track ride along, or if there's other content I want to put in there to showcase that you can just click straight to. Okay, so a couple of homework things there for you to know about the series. Right, like I said, let's go check a couple of things. I still... Last time out, I put on a couple more. I still can't get over that these are trams. I gotta be honest though, I bloody love it. Okay, I actually bloody love it. Now, if you're watching, if you've made a comment on the last episode and I don't respond to it, it's purely because I record these back-to-back-ish sometimes, okay? And this being at the moment, this game came out when? 2019, and I'm still bloody enjoying every part of it like it's a brand new game, okay? Especially, that's how good the game is. The longevity is so good with all these different maps you can replay and play again. And the new spring update brings dynamics. Right, enough of that. Let's talk trains, and what else? Well, reversing trains. We today are going to put a line in. Let's take the overhead shot that goes from Weaver's Watch to Sharkfin Bay to Peel Point. Then the line's going to go to Dot, and then we're going to go up to Tango and Chalk Hills. I don't know if we'll get this far today. We'll probably just, look, money-wise, we're probably only going to be able to get to here, okay? Because it's going to cost us a lot just to do this run right here, okay? You might not think it, but it is. When it comes to Dot, that'll be pretty straightforward. It's just another connection up the line. These two up here, Tango and Chalk Hills, we'll probably end up putting a train station right up the guts, okay? Right up the guts. And that'll kind of be the border between Chalk Hills and Tango. That'll be their defining boundaries of them, okay? The other thing is Billys Bluff will eventually get some kind of a train circumstance going on here. Now, when it comes to freight, we'll probably end up doing, there might be little tiddler tack-on freight stations that go into these towns, maybe, but generally when I do my freight, I like to do a nice big freight hub for trains. So a lot of trains will ship in and out into one big hub for freight, and then from there, from the big hub, so say we put a big freight hub here, we would then truck goods from the local area, okay? We would truck the local area, and then we would train out to larger areas. That's generally how I like to do my freighting. we'll see how we go this one. Right, and the other last thing is while we pick the depot for today, we're just going. Oh no, we want passenger, please, passenger. What was it saying? Something trains, freight, something. Forgotten already. Okay, it might come back to me. You muppet him. Right, yeah, what was I saying? This is going to be like a legacy line. So the legacy line will either A, get just blown up and deleted. And because when we put in the, later on down the path, when we got bucket loads of moolah coming in, we will, we'll probably revisit the train lines through here and redo them. And that will allow us to have something pretty that we want, okay? Right now, we're just putting in for the sake of putting in. The other thing is, we're going here, by the way. We're going to sneak it next to this food plant, okay? I just want to check. You can see here, this looks like residential here. I just want to bring up the overlay, though. Right, okay, so we've got residential mixed in and around here. We're going to have to do some weeding. Okay, we're going to be doing some weeding at some point to grow the town how we want. So stay tuned for that later on down the track. We definitely can't do it now because it costs, you know, you can see, well, that doesn't make sense, but you can see like if we go to delete buildings, 200,000, 200,000, 150, you know, it's expensive weeding out buildings at the moment. So when I say weeding out, I mean like if I wanted the residential to grow all up this coast down here, I would weed out all of the residential buildings from in and around here, and I would probably get rid of all of these industrial buildings, which are the yellow ones from here, and make them try and grow this way. And then the commercial I would try and grow out through the middle here, right? So you just sort of weed out buildings where you don't want them, making sure you don't delete all of the buildings, okay? And we'll get into the bit more of that later if we decide we need to. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this road. We are going to... We got a fair chunk of building we've got to get through today because not only have we got to put these train stations in, because they're not going to go right in the towns because we can't afford to blow up roads and houses too much. You can go there. And I'm going to plug your road back in for you because I want this road along here. Okay, these look, I will say this, these train stations may end up staying in, like I said, as a bit of a legacy, as a bit of a nod to the 1850s, the past, right? Bit of map tradition. Okay, you thought you could get me game, but I got you. I win this round, okay? Yeah, it's purely in case the residents want to build out and around down here. Right, so you're done. Yes. Let's, while we're here, I'm going to extend this road. I'm feeling quite generous. I'm going to extend your road down here, like such, because I'm going to want to put in. Oh, that's horrible. That's slightly worse. I'm going to put in the bus routes as we go, just so I know that they're done and dusted. Right. How do we want to do the bus route in this town? Give me the buildings. We're going to use this cute little... Oh, we'll use this rural one this time because we used the rural one last time. So we'll go... Did I make sure that had an entry? The entry points are kind of there. Yeah, you'll be right. You'll be fine. Yeah, okay. So you can actually go here. Okay. And then we're going to go... Ooh, I wouldn't mind a connecting road. Yeah, see, it's going to cost already, isn't it, if you do that? Yeah, they know how to get you. We're going to get you. 358,000 of your finest Mullarians. What if you just come to here, take out one of them? Come on. It can't be... Yeah, that's... I kind of want to come down that one. We'll take the cheaper of the two, thanks. Okay. And your road there is potentially horrendous. But you've done this right. I can get around this though. By doing this. That's how you beat the game. Right, we got a nice little coast road here. You can come down, park the car, jump on the beach, and Have a schwimmity schwam. Okay, cool. Have a dip. Okay, we like to say you can have a dip. Right, and I don't mean your Doritos into your dip salsas. Right, the one last thing, let's check this, okay? I always forget to put this in at the start of the series. The headquarters. We are level 1 headquarter at the moment. So I want to put the headquarter in. Hey, I want to put the headquarter in. Right, this is how it turns out. This is what your headquarters looks like at the start. It looks like an outhouse with a bathtub out the front, so everyone can watch you wash. And it looks like you've got a couple of spew buckets on the side of the building. It's really not that great, is it? And then we want to give ourselves a company name. So if you have any thoughts, queries, questions, comments, that's what I say at the end of an outro. If you have any thoughts or comments on what you think our company should be called, let me know in the comment section below. Right, so we can either plug it in somewhere beautiful and exotic down at Weaver's Watch, or we're not going to put it on this island, don't be ridiculous. Could go to even one of these guys down here, could go here, we could look out over our empire up here at Ghoulie Hop. Right, we could go anywhere. But if long-time viewers know that Cape Hank is named after my little boy Hank. He's my little dog, my doggo. Well, he's not so, he's a staffy. He's not so little. He's a chunky, muscly boy, but he's still my gorgeous little boy and I love him. We're going to go down to Cape Hank anyway. This one's a nod to Hank, right? I had to put it in the game. I just had to. So, yeah, we're going to go down here. That's it. That's that. We could, now there is a spot right here we could go straight over this lake, which actually could be quite nice. Well, that could be quite pretty, couldn't it? It's kind of like, it's kind of made for it, isn't it? Oh, you can't tell me that's kind of not designed for it, right? And I can raise it up a touch as well. Yeah, otherwise I was going to go down on the water, to be honest. You're a bit high there, Ham. It's going to cost us $6,000 to plug in our outhouse with our bath out the front. Yeah, and this is like the entrance, so we can paint it all up nicely. Can you give ourselves a nice square road here, Ham? Look, I didn't put it in, okay? It's the AI that put it in, so... I can square it up nicely like this, if that's what you mean. Yep. That's exactly what I mean. Okay. Headquarters is going right here, right now. Okay, well, I don't want someone building in here, though. So, if I leave a little bit of room here for landscaping, decorating, maybe. And are you the right height? You look like you're a touch lower, to be honest. So, bring it up. I know this seems trivial to most, but to me, I never put this in at the start of a game. I always kick myself. So we're doing it, okay? Back off. If I get you... Actually, if I take up this whole block, then it will be ours. Okay. But don't give them too much room. In! It's in! Van Ham Transport. Yeah, I don't think so, mate. That's a horrible name. Let's go back. Let's rename that. Right, we'll call it Ham Legs on Wheels. Transportation. Because I feel like in the 1850s they said words like transportation. Right? They didn't just go transport. Ham legs. Ham legs on wheels because it's a leg of ham. Get it? Whatever. Tough crowd. If you think of a better name, let me know and we'll put it in. Otherwise, we're ham legs on wheels. Transportation. Right. So that's so everyone knows that Cape Hank is the home of our headquarters. So we'll progressively check in over time to see how this is going and growing. Going and growing, because it will go through different building stages, as we all know. Right, back to what we're doing. We're putting in bus stops. Yeah, okay, and we're just putting this road. Right, back to our buildings. We're using this one. Right, so next bus stop is we're going to put it along the water here, because why not? Then we're going to come down here, I want to have these fairly spread out. They'll give us good coverage wherever they are. We'll put one, like, we've got one there. We probably, this was probably a bit close, but we probably could have put you actually here. And we can move you down, and then you can go there. Yeah, okay, so you can actually go there. You can get shot, and you can come in like here, and then here, okay? That gives us great coverage all around. Yeah, really good coverage all around. Right, good. And in fact, we'll do them as we go, okay? I'm going to punch that line in now and get it circulating. I'm going to get it moving. Shaking. Okay, ready? 1. But you don't need to count everyone here. Okay, my bad. Yep, good. We are going to give these a fairly easy naming convention. Right, so we're at Weavers, so we're just going to go Weavers and Shakers. That would have been a good name for the town. Why didn't I write that? Weavers, and it's literally going to be packs, because that's what it is, and it's Inner City Transit, okay, ICT, and then we're going to go bus, okay, just as easy as that. The color is going to be that. Hey, you got to get the color in before you put the name, I think, sometimes. So Weavers, packs, ICT, bus, and in fact, to make it easy, Control V. Damn it! Oh, ham, you muppet. Weavers. Don't put in the watch, because it's too long then. Too big a naming convention. Weavers watch. Packs. ICT. I want to go Control C. Don't go Control V. Okay, Control C gives us the ability to copy it. Okay, you're all good now. And then I can just change the name for each town that I go to after that. Right, let's also put in a depot. Right, we're going to need a depot for all these towns. We could put the depot in up here. That way you've got depots that can... Yeah, okay, depot is a good central point just here, isn't it? Right. So we'll get to showcase a few more of the new mods that we're going to use today, which will be a bit of fun. Okay. And then that town, it's a fairly large town, so they can have stagecoaches, and we'll give them 6 to move around that town. Move and shake that town. Set you guys on Weavers, packs, ICT. Off you go. Well, we can actually hit play. Oh, they are playing. Okay, so they'll roll out. Okay, so... Yeah, I think 6 is good. This is a fairly large town. I think they're going to grow really well, this town. Yep. Right, it's going to be interesting today with these 3 because we're going to have to figure out how to... We've got a dead end. We've got a terminus right here, so we're going to have to figure out how we're going to turn around our train. But this one... Plug the stations in here. Yeah, okay. So that one's coming out here. Right. So we're just going to go with this. Right. Now, if it doesn't matter if that one lines up too much, what you're going to have to get is the angle of this one. Now, the angle, maybe get the angle of this one first, because this one's going to have to shoot straight up to dot. And I want you basically, I've already had a touch of a look here. We've got this horrible hilly section just in here, and we've got a big hill here that we've got to work with. All right, so what I'm going to do, and I'm trying to avoid, last episode I was an idiot and I spent way too much on some landscaping, and I'm a dumb idiot for that, so I'm going to try and mitigate it. I don't want to spend too much. It costs so much. Look at that, we just rinsed a couple of $100,000 just instantly like that, but I've got to make way for the station. Make way for King Ali. I don't know. Oh, it's bloody Aladdin. Okay. My brother used to watch it all the time when we were little. Right. Yeah, that's pretty good there, I think. And it's because it's sort of parallel with how we're going to do the road there. So zoom right out and just have a look at that. That's the angle you're going to run up to there, and you're coming from. Yeah, okay, do it. That should give you enough run through here for the track. Okay, so now we can plug in this one. Where you give it a slight. Oh, actually, you'll probably have to come like that. That's okay. We're going to end up going through this hill, you know that. Yeah, cheeky tunnel. Okay. It's going to cost money, but it's ho-hum. Okay, you can go there. Yep. Right, let's, so your second, oh, bus depot. Truck depot. Transport depot. All of the above. Lost the plot. Oh, dear. Okay, let's get you going out to here. Okay, it's a good start. My little grey friend. Gandalf the Greybeard. Okay. And then we don't join roads up like this. We join roads up straight on. Okay? We try to at most anyway. Are we going to hook you up? I tell you what. I'm feeling quite charitable today. Get a nice little curve around here. Get a nice little curve around here. Well, that's... Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. See you, Hank. Hank's just walking out the door. He's had enough. He's had enough of my antics. Right. Buses. For this town, Sharkfin Bay... It's probably the smallest out of the three at the moment. So I'm willing to put maybe the smaller of the huts on here. The huts? Yeah, the bus shelters. That one too. Put it in betweenies, okay? Bus shelter 1. Bus shelter 2. Well, we've got a nice little turnaround point here. So what we'll end up doing, actually, we'll go bus shelter 3. Then 4. And hopefully we get it to come down here and shoot back up that way. And I think that should do it. Maybe we can actually move you further around the corner. Like that. Right, see how they go. New line, change the colour now. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I call crafty. Yes! Don't you love it when a plan falls into action? Right, and then we go Control V. Yep, Control V this time. You're getting your C's and your V's mixed up, buddy. Right, and then we call this, where are we? Shark Fin Bay. They can have an abbreviation, and it will be SFB. SFB. Okay. Son of a Bay. Okay. Now these ones here, we've used the stagecoach quite a bit. So for this one here, we're actually going to go the horse-drawn carriage. Okay. And we're only going to give them 4 for the moment. Set that on. SF, son of a... Oh, we don't have a road in. Fancy not having street connections in this day and age. Oh, dear. You can actually have a road connection over. It looks fairly flat down here, I want to say. You just never know with road, though. I'm just trying to avoid having a road connection right here because it looks like it's about to go into a tunnel and stuff, so I just want to avoid mess. So, looks like we can easily get a train track across here, even though it's quite... Yeah, okay, it should be able to handle that. The game should be able to handle that. Set your vehicles. off you go. Let's look at those stagecoaches. Well, very rarely do I play from the 1850s, so it's quite nice to see some of this stuff. I don't want that. I want to follow. They look quite good. They're great models, aren't they? They are really good models. Wear a hat, people. You don't have cover. Okay, slip, slop, slap. Your children will thank you. Okay, so... Slip, slop, slap. Slip on a shirt. Slap on some sunscreen and slap on a hat. Did I get that the wrong way around? I don't know. Okay, now you... Let's keep this on the down low. Thanks, mate. Ooh, now. Hey now, hey now. Having to put roads in for the AI is the bane of my existence. You're getting this weird intersection thing. That's not too bad of an intersection. Could probably get away with that. Not happy with the country road there. Yes, I'm aware that you're not happy with the proceedings. Ah, that's actually probably not better. It's a, yeah, okay. We can still get across there nicely because you are quite flat. Yes, Horf. My South African accent's quite bad, you know. Everything happens at Horf Nan or Horf Fav. That's the limits of my South African accent, which are terrible. I think we're ready. We just need to put in these guys here where so we've done the road stuff. I'll just neaten up their connections in here. How are we looking money-wise, Ham? 700. We've rinsed a little bit, but we've been doing a little bit of work here and there around the joints, so it's warranted. I'm not. They look like they're really expanding out here quickly. They're gonna have it. They're actually gonna have a big commute section, aren't they? Right. We might end up coming down this way, or here. Here. Hard to know. Let's go with the standard bus shelter for this one today. Do something a little bit different again. Although you think one company would go, but they'd go, hey, we just built the bus shelters down in SFB. What SFB? What's SSB? Shark Fin Bay, don't you know? Oh, sorry, we don't know. Anyway, would you like us to install yours? Yeah, sure. One can go here. One there. It's a long way down here, isn't it? One can go there. Then we can get one here. So then you'll probably come down around here somewhere. Then what we can do is we can probably skip up into the middle of town here. They don't always have to be in a big... We can mix up the routes. And then one here. Because that covers all of that then. Right, Peel Point. Strap yourselves in for a bus commuter route. Okay, perfect. Apologise for the noisy trucks and cars outside if you can hear them. But nothing I can do about it. As I live nearish a mainish roadish. Just finish. Just do what you're doing, Ham. Yep. Peel Point. Okay, we could have called it PP. PP Island. Peel Point Pax ICT Bus. These gurus, we're not going to put the troikas in yet. We'll use the troikas somewhere else. These guys probably need a stagecoach, although I like the horse-drawn. We've used the stagecoach a lot, so we'll go horse-drawn again, but we'll go 6 for these people as well. We may end up having to put like 8. of these on, okay? Right. Just because these towns look like they look quite large already. Fuel Point and Weaver's Watch are actually getting quite large. They're quite big for, like, you can see their infrastructure they've got set out for themselves already. Even Sharkfin Bay looks like it's got some expansive movement. You should have said just expansion. Yep. I should have. Sometimes my mouth works before my brain. Quite often my mouth works before my brain. Right. Next mod we have today is a mod that I am absolutely in love with. It may mean nothing to you guys, but to me, it's probably a game changer for me because I hate. I don't hate. Hate's a strong word. You should never hate anything unless you actually really mean it. Hate's a very strong negative word. Okay, so I don't hate and I don't dislike. I've just used them to death, right? And what I'm talking about is the standard track. Right? Let's look at the difference here. This is the mod we're using, which is this Portuguese wooden sleeper, right? You get it for bridges and stuff, and you can also, yeah, okay. I just like it. Let's look at a couple of things here. Why this mod looks fantastic. Sleepers are darker. You don't get this bouncy, vibrant timber that looks like you've just gone to IKEA and bought yourself a brand new set of shelves, and you have no idea how to put it together. Okay. The wood looks too clean for me. Whereas the wood here looks like it's got oil all over it, diesel, coal, it's been weathered. I just like it. The other good thing about this is, I can't zoom in any closer. Maybe when we get a vehicle we can get right in and have a look. But you can see the top of the steel of the girders looks like trains have actually been running on them. And the underneath section looks nice and rusty. Whereas these ones, you can see the difference in the dullness, right? So if I just plug this in, for instance, and we get rid of that blue, you can see the difference in the actual girders. I just think, and not only there's bolts, there's bloody bolts, okay? Where's your bloody bolts on these? Anyway, I really like it. Really great mod. There's some other great, not just the Portuguese ones, there's some other great track mods out there as well. These are the ones I've gone with for this series, okay? And I think what it's going to do is it's, you know, the tracks just are really in your face sometimes when you're driving. When we're doing the track rides, you can see here that, like, they're just a bit too much almost, right? So I'll go through and I'll just config all of these now. Now they do have the catenary option as well, and with wooden sleepers for bridges as well. So really cool. Just be careful when you use mods with other mods, right? So if you're using a modular station, just be wary that if you use different tracks with different station mods, you do have the potential to crash your game. And I don't want anyone to crash and burn their games. But everything you see me do, if it works in my game, then you know it's right for yours. If you're playing along in this series as well, or you're using the mods that I'm using. Okay, I'll try not to get mods that are going to conflict too much. Right. So now that we've done that, now that we've rinsed the bank balance back down, see, it's easier to spend money, right? Yeah. Let's look at the actual prices here. Before I put the passenger lines in, these three passenger lines are the ICTs, right? You can see that, ICTs, right? But the rest of them are making good money. Okay? We're making good buck. So cash flow is in a positive direction, but we are spending a lot on infrastructure at the moment, so we are spending a lot. Right. Let's get this in. I don't know if you can tell what our track ride along is going to be today. That has not worked out at all. No. Okay, I'm on the road to nowhere. See you later, road. Okay. We're going to go plug and play today. I'm literally just going to shoot these straight to each other. We're going to get a lovely little cheeky tunnel through there as well. 400, and that's pretty much your balance. You can't get that cheaper. I gotta be honest. 20,000 there. 340,000 there. Yeah, maybe. You're probably looking at 400,000 individually. Yeah, about the same. Plug it in. Just speed up time. If I could speed up time. I don't know what's going on with all the music today, but everything I say, it just references a song for some reason. I feel like you're going to have trouble on this road as well, buddy. Really? Let's see. Maybe not. I don't like when the road bends the track to its will. I like the track to bend the road to its will. It looks like we have bent the road to its will. Regardless, I'm going to take that road out. Okay. Makes the people unhappy. We could probably send the road up and over here. So I might do that. Okay, see what you can give me now. How much is this going to cost as the crow flies? 85 of your best Ks. 85 of your best buffs. Now, I did notice that MGL, you said, why don't you call them BBs? BBs doesn't roll off. We know that I say strange things anyway, and I have a strange way of saying things sometimes. It doesn't roll out of my mouth easy. BBs. I have to use my mouth more. BBs. Whereas I can just say buffs. BBs. Buffs. Okay. I'm going with buffs. Okay. Right. Put the roads back in. Make the people somewhat happy. You can feel free to call them BBs though. You know what? Hey, here's a compromise. We'll call them BBs and buffs, okay? We'll call them BBs and buffs. Alright? Okay. Everyone's happy again. We're happy actually because these guys never actually had a road connection going in. It was only to get vehicles in. So now they have to get the train if they want to get out. And I was going to do a Nielsen laugh then. What are we looking at time-wise? 38 minutes so far on the clock. No time to go up there. We've got in these. We've actually done a fair chunk today, and we've still got a little bit more to go. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to turn our trainer in. Now, I know it's going to be only temporary as we're going to go up there, but I still want the train running the right direction. And I've got a couple of options for that. But first, we need a train depot. Well, yeah, I haven't bought any mods for train depots yet. So we're running with this until then. Right, train depot will go... we'll just set the train depot in here for the moment. Okay. Twizzle, twizzle. Twirl and dribble. That's like, that's what your thing is, dribble. My thing? Your video. It's all dribble. Oh, look at that. Look how nicely... Just love it! This track just... I love it so much more. It's just not in your face, but I love this shiny silver top of the rail, of the girders, of the sleepers. No, the sleepers are underneath. Of the girders. Okay. Right, let's buy a train. We've got 220,000 in El Ginkgo. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation for bank in Japanese. I think it's just Ginkgo, is it? Ginkgo? Ginkgo? That's bank in Japanese? I don't know. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Ooh, what do we got? We've got the Russian... Actually, you know what? We can go... We can start... We want to start... we'll go quarter. We want to start getting some vehicles unlocked. We've got the Baldwin 6 wheels, 40 clicks. We've got the D13, 40 clicks. Yeah, the V-Type 1, 45 clicks. 36,000 a year, 40,000 a year. Okay, and that takes 13 people. 20 tons. 5 tons. 6 people. So you can have, for 20 tons, 13 people, or for 10 tons, you can have 12 people. I'm going to go the D13. We're going to go the D13. Yeah. This train was given its literary name Spanish sorry, apologies, railway, because of the fine Zurich gentleman had puff pastry brought from well-known Baden chef, especially for the trip. Oh, we're definitely going this then. Okay, add that. 1, 2, 3. Capacity? I'd like 30. 30's going to cost me what? Oh. I think you guys could get a wriggle on. We're not going to make money unless there's about 24 to 30, probably. That's going to cost you near on 900,000. Let me put a little simple cut in here to when we've got the money. I'm not going to wait any longer. It's taking too long to wait. So we're going to... we're going to borrow 500,000. Okay, it is what it is. I want to pay the loan down. You know me about loans in games. I like to pay them down. Set you on. Oh, we haven't put the line in. Pause everything. You know me about games and loans, especially if you watch my farming sim playthrough. You'll know, right, that I like to pay them off as quick as possible. Okay, so you might have just seen we are starting Weaver's Watch. Sharkfin Bay, Peel Point, back to Sharkfin Bay. When we get the next stations in, we'll have to re-edit that. But for the moment, we want to make sure it doesn't pick up each time it goes through Sharkfin Bay. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, for train lines like this, especially this is going to be a legacy line, we want to give it a bit of a special name, I think. So I think we're going to go with... look at this trench through here. There must be some marine life in there. That's for sure. We're going to go with... I put that in. I didn't even realize it was that deep through there. It looks like a big brain, doesn't it? That looks like a big brain. Ew, brainy waters. Okay, maybe that's what they should call it. Brainy waters. What are we calling this stretch of well, they've got Ship Cove and Sharkfin Bay. Coral Shores, Weaver's Watch. It's definitely got a piratey feel to it, hasn't it? So maybe we should call it what? Oh, I just don't know. If you can think, A, think of a good name for the company, and B, think of a good name for this train line. We'll go with something like Weaver's Coastal Coast. Weaver's Coast. I don't think we should call it Weaver's Coast, though. I think it should be called something else Coast. Like what would you call it? Let's just go with Weaver's until we can think of something. Weaver's Coast. Passenger service. Okay. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, it is. Okay. What are you doing here? Yeah, I need something shortly. Okay. But I was just checking to make sure it was actually in the game, that I had made sure I put it in. Okay, let's set it on Weaver's Coast Passenger Service. If you can think of a better name for this coastline along here, I want to, like here in Australia, we have the Gold Coast, the Sunshine Coast, things like that. Yeah, I want to think of something better. It doesn't even have to be coast. Huzzah! Wait, slow down there, tiger. Hey, look, this, now you can get a good shot of that, of what I'm talking about the, pause. About the line. You can see how it's rusty underneath. Oh, it's a great texture, by the way. Look at how rusty the bolts are as well. And the wood, like I was saying, it just looks weathered. It looks a bit more worn. It's got where the actual train runs on top of the girders, and the rust underneath it. Absolutely love it. I know it's probably no one else cares, but I absolutely do. I think that modder deserves an award. Okay, what are we looking at? The train. Yes. Right, so if you had measured up 30 people with those bigger cars, okay, so yeah, there were 13 passengers each, so 2 of them at 26 passengers each, that's 40 tons of carriage you're hauling for a train that only goes 5 clicks, clickety-clacks quicker, whereas we've got a 5 clickety-clack train slower with 30 people at 25 tons, right? So we're only 5 tons over the one carriage at 13 people. You do the math. Look at this thing. Chugga chugga toot toot. Puff and Billy. I used to do a little bit of theatre when I was younger, so there was a song it was Puff and Billy's song. I forget what it's called. Hello, Mr. Bear. Hello, Yogi. Anyway, so this is exciting. This is the train we're going to ride out today, but we're not quite done yet, so hang on to your hats, people. I know, just when you thought that the episode was over, it's not. I'm going to actually do a little bit of a speed up situation here. People are going to start arriving at stations very soon. You watch. Mark my word. They'll start. Look, people have already... Oh no, they've already built out here. Get like that. Oh yeah, what's wrong with you, buddy? Alright, people will start. If you build it, they will come. And they will come, trust me. I know. Okay, I know. I want to check the train as it comes over this humpty hump just here. Make sure it's not an actual humpty hump. Smooth is what we like to call that. Very rarely have I been able to play a map where I've been able to put in a smooth line straight up as well. Alright, it works! It's doing it. It's going in reverse, so you can see the mod now. The trains don't just do, like I said, a kick flippity half triple bike back. Kick flip. You said kick flip. So, for this end here, we're not going to put in the special turnaround point. All we are going to do for this train here is we're going to put in a U-turn. Okay. This will get deleted at the end of next episode. No, well, not next episode. Why would you say that? This will get deleted. When I say it gets deleted, it'll get deleted. We'll put you like that. Hey, there we go. We got the Class T Type 1. Okay, that join there's horrendous. Even though it's only temporary, you still want it to look good. Okay, the teardrop turnaround goes in place, right? And at this end, we're going to do something special. But before that, we actually have to tell these to go this way, right? So take the line, manage it after peel point, add station. Okay, boom. Look at that. So when it comes up here, it will actually head back the right way it's supposed to. And then down here, we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit special, right? And this is why I've got this second mod. Third mod today. First mod is the rail track. Second mod is the reversing train. Third mod for today is the minute you walked through the door. This one here, right? So this is Railway Zigzag Passenger. Great mod. It took me ages to find it. I couldn't find it properly. We don't want catenary yet, please. We don't want street connection. We want one number of tracks, and we'll have you. That length is fine. This might be even a touch too long. We'll just have you at 40, I think. We'll see how 40 goes. I just don't want it too big. I wish there was like a 60 option. There's not. I'll make it go 80. I kind of need you out here, but I don't want to stop the town. Oh, we've got ages till the town grows ham. Don't be so mean. Right, we're going to sit you about here. Okay. Right, so you can see that it's a passenger one. You also get one for freight, okay? If it wasn't passenger and we put a freight one in, it would still work, but you would get an annoying warning signal up here saying that that train is not compatible with that station, and it works, but it's annoying. Okay. What I can't do is I can't change the track type. It's just going to have to stay. It's going to have to stay that different track style, but that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about that too much. Right. You can see what I'm doing here. It's a back around. You know what's going to happen now? I do. I do. I do know what's going to happen now. It's going to come back because it's now reversing up there because I've had it turn around one way and it's reversing up that way. I really should have done my my waypoints separately. That's okay. We'll wait till it comes back down and takes off again before we actually plug this in properly. So we're going to go waypoint here. That should do it then. We actually don't need the waypoint that way. I'll put it in anyway just in case, but we don't need that waypoint over here. Okay. Where is this thing? It's just moonwalking down the line here. And you know what we could do actually? We could just do this. Yep. Perfect. Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah. You get me. You got me. You got me. Right. Speed up. Keep it sped up. When it goes past this point, then I can set this in motion. Okay. Let me put another cheeky little cut in. Okay. Train is gone up there, so we can now edit this. Passenger service, manage the line. Right. So after Weaver's watch, we're going to add the station of you. Then you, and then out you go that way. And it's all Gucci, right? And it looks like messy here, but trust me, this is going to work. This is how we're playing this series. We have to figure out ways we're going to turn our trains around. Later on in the series, though, when you get those multiple unit wagons and stuff, you know, the ones that have double ends on them, or we can put 2 units on, or we can even have some trains that go in reverse, I don't mind. But when you got little steamers like this, I can't... No, hey, whoa. What's going on here? When you've got little... What? No, buddy. Is it because I hit reverse before? Potentially. What? Not that it matters, it can definitely go that way. It's just... That's not the way it's telling you to go, is it? This is quite intriguing. Are you going to do that again? No. Right. I wonder if it was something to do with the fact that we just put this in. Potentially. Right. Let's ride this out, shall we, people? This is our track ride along for today. Weaver's Coast Passenger Service. Think if you can come up with a better name, I'll put it in. Next time we'll probably try and continue this up to here. And get up there. Okay, we have got a little bit of money. I want to pay back that loan right now. Repay. Okay, we've still got a loan of $5 squillion in, or 5 squillion buffs or BBs, whatever you want to call it. You do you. Look at this. Hey, the train works. Okay, it works. It bloody works. Don't tell me it doesn't. We're in the blue. Okay, everything's in the blue. By the way, we're doing all right. It's a good start. Doesn't mean it's gonna last. It's a good start. Admittedly, we're not playing on the hardest difficulty, but I can, if you think you would want me to bump the difficulty up to the hardest and really make this run really hard, we can chat about it, okay? If you want me to, because you can change the settings to hard as you go. I'm pretty sure you can, that's part of the new update. You can change it as you go now. So I'm willing to negotiate a possible clause to switch to a harder difficulty. We're running medium. Yeah. Let's write it out. Write it out, Ham. I've been Van Ham. Thanks for joining me today on Billys Bluff. Oh, it's so fun. I'm loving this. I just want to play it all the time. I can't. I'm off to Silver Run now to do some farming sim. We've got a lot of work to do down there. Plus, well, we've got 2 farms that we run. We run the old stream farm, which is our original farm, and we run Silver Run, right? So if you haven't, come and check that out. It's a bit of fun, that series. Otherwise, stay glued to your screen wherever you are. Stay safe. I'll see you guys very, very soon for the next one. That's it. I'm not even going to say bye for now. But I will say leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You mugs. Look at this. This is fantastic. Alright, I'm going to leave you with this view. Enjoy the track ride along, gang. Give me a whistle. Bye for now. Oh, you said bye for now. Oh, I apologise. Get out of here. How's that sound? Bloody autosave. I've set it to 30-minute autosaves as well.